Hello everyone, myself Sandeep Bhavan, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department, CSMSS College of Polytechnic, Aurangabad. Today we are going to learn endurance limit and resilience. So that we are considering the standard specimen rotating in a fatigue test machine. For that we are drawing the standard specimen like this. The cross section of the standard specimen is like this, which has upper and lower fiber A and B, so that it is subjected to the bending stress of bending, and the bending stress at the upper fiber vary from maximum compressive to maximum tensile, whereas the bending stress at the bottom fiber is vary from maximum tensile to compressive. So, in other words, we can say that the specimen is subjected to completely reverse stresses. This is represented by time stress graph. So that we are plotting on x-axis time, on y-axis stresses, which will be a compression and tension. So, it is a one complete cycle which is completed by the stress, which is a compression stress, or which is compressive stress, and which is sigma minimum, means it is a minimum stress, whereas other half cycle is completed by sigma t, means tensile stress, which is called as maximum stress, which is time and stress graph represent. So that it is conclude that the specimen is subjected to the completely reverse stresses or cyclic stresses. So that for SN curve, SN means stress and number of cycle curve, which is called as SN diagram, whereas the number of cycles required to produce the failure at a given stress are noted and recorded. These results are plotted in a stress cycle curve like this. On x-axis we are plotting number of cycles, and on y-axis we are plotting stress, the value of stress. Whenever number of cycles are increasing, we can see the value of stress is decreasing, and after some time, whenever increasing the number of cycles, we can observe that we got one constant line of stress, which is a constant stress at the particular value of stress, and it is shown by a dotted line, which is the value of sigma or stress. Or a little bit consideration will show that if design stress is kept lower than a certain value as shown by dotted line, the material will not fail. It means that it is the maximum limit for the material to sustain or to capable up to the certain limit of stress. If I keep the value up to that certain stress limit, the material will not break, will not fail. So that we can say that endurance limit or fatigue limit. So that the endurance limit can be defined as the maximum value of completely reverse bending stress which a standard specimen can withstand without failure for an infinite number of cycles of loads. It's called as endurance or fatigue limit. So that we can consider that whenever we are kept the value of stress below this line or below this limit of stress, the material will not fail and sustain the withstand without failure for an infinite number of cycle of load, which is called as endurance limit or maximum limit of the material to sustain without failure. Okay, so that material will not break out. So come to next point. What is resilience? The resilience is nothing but, or the resilience is defined as the property of the material to absorb strain energy while resisting shocks and impact load. It's called as resilience. The example for the resilience is spring or shock absorbers, in which the strain energy is absorbed while resisting shock and impact load. It means that the shock and impact load is nothing but the suddenly applied load or suddenly acquired load on the material which is having unknown magnitude, but still it is sustaining to that load and come again their original position without any failure or fracture is called as resilience. So thank you very much for watching my video.